As the president, and to give you a report on the wonderful things that we've accomplished as a club this season and how we are positioned to sustain growth into season 2017. Now this year we saw a record participation. This is just a few stats. So we saw a record participation of players joining and expressing interest in our club. We currently have on our books approximately 300 juniors, and that's from under 7s to under 16s. We also have about 40 senior players. And good thing this year is that the senior players, apart from probably one or two, they actually stayed through from beginning to end of the season, which was great. We have about approximately 23 players in the women's team, and also about 23 players in the over 45s league. Now, we played about 105 FFV games at the club this season, 45 Bayside games, and approximately 20 for the over 45 Masters. And that included a round robin competition that we had here a few weeks ago. Now we took over 18,000 photos throughout the season, and at the highest count, we catered for 300 spectators, and that was hand counted by Len and Hughes, and that was in one game. Our Facebook page has 674 likes, which is almost 200 more followers than last time, than the same time last year. And between 28th of September and the 4th of October, we engaged 7,159 people through Facebook. Now we have a full functioning website, a YouTube channel, Instagram, Wikipedia page, and that's thanks to the YouTube channel, and Wikipedia is thanks to Lennon as well, and Instagram is April did the Instagram page for us. And now we can also be found in Google Maps by searching the club by the club name. So I wrote to Google and I asked us to put us on there, so and you can see pictures of the club, which is really good. Our canteen was in full swing this season. We diversified and put forward a range of foods which were unique and for a number of spectators, visitors, members and staff. Now our brand is being showcased by our jackets, hoodies, beanies, polo tops, stubby holders. They're being used and worn by players, supporters, and now we have a mobile banner so that our club can travel and be represented wherever we go. And that's really important. Branding is something that we really have to work on, because that's going to help us to get to where we need to in the future. Now the stats above are a testament to the tireless work we have put in both on and off the pitch, and it gives us a great taste of possibilities that we have in the future. With determination, the right mix of people leading the club, and with in forward momentum. So we've had much success in and around the club, but it doesn't stop there. This season, we not only have been able to become financial, however, we've managed to bring our third-party stakeholders to the club. And this means for our club, standing with FFV, Council, Bayside, over 45 leagues and other organisations we deal with, the relationships are really positive, and we're able to communicate with them effectively, and we can really demand change, and it puts us in a good position for future requirements that we have for our club. Through these improved relationships, we've also managed to spend time with the Mayor of Casey, Sam Assis, and the Rivergum Ward Councillors, David Rosario and Wayne Smith. And just a plug there, the elections are coming up in October, so when you go vote, you really need to vote for these people, because it's important that Sam, Damien and Wayne, they stay at the helm, because they're really helping us out. Now we've discussed future plans with them, and even though at this stage, while it's only talks with the Mayor and the councillors, they have shown a great understanding to our needs for growth and are very supportive to the club's future. So, and that's a really good thing. Growth and development is our aim. However, we must be cautious that our plans are sustainable and with a focus and forward thinking of ensuring the longevity of the club. We have travelled well this year, and it's really just an indicator of where we're going. Now, just to backtrack a bit though, last season our club was in a precarious position as there was growth. However, due to mismanagement by certain individuals in the first half of the season, that growth was not really, we weren't able to capitalise on it. So as we spend the remainder of the year playing catch up, however, we had a strong finish to last season, and that's allowed us to structure ourselves in such a way that we maximise the reporting ability of our member base, and we now have a working database of players in all different leagues and playing groups. With the help of our coaching coordinator, we're able to centralise communication with coaches and parents through mass SMS. This means the same message all at once. This minimises confusion and is more effective method of communication, and we aim to improve it in the next season. Our banking has dramatically improved with the help of our very competent treasurer. We are kept in the loop constantly, and the introduction of FPOS has really paid for itself. We have cash flow and bank funds, and even though we're still working hard to make ends meet, we are travelling well. We were able to collect most fees, however, we still had people refusing to pay fees or just ignoring requests of payment. The task of collecting fees, outstanding fees in itself, became a full-time job. So for this reason, we will introduce new measures in 2017 to ensure that fees are paid and minimise the free rides, which are unfair to our paying members, and also to reduce the unnecessary time spent on chasing these outstanding monies and more time on other important activities. Another aspect that is important to visit is the amount of times we've had to deal with negativity, selfishness, and unacceptable behaviour. This has come in the form of verbal abuse, consistent arguments for self-benefit, strong-arm tactics, and just plain and simple refusal to follow basic and simple instructions. These are not conducive to growth and development, leaving a sense of not wanting to participate in managing the club in season 2017. This won't be tolerated, and disciplinary measures as per our constitution will be used in cases where members are not acting in the best interests of the club and or are engaging in behaviours which need to be dealt with through club discipline. However, in saying that, the question is where are we heading? If our committee is re-elected, our focus will be planning and development strategies to acquire much needed sponsorship dollars. We'll introduce a business development manager, so a BDM, who will be actively chasing sponsorship dollars, and that's really what we missed out on this year. We ran without sponsors, so everything that happened in the club and any development that you've seen has been because of the canteen and fees, pretty much. And also, well, a special mention to the boys, to the FFB seniors and reserves, because of their spending as well. You know, that's really helped us out with the weekend funds, really. Now we also want to put teams on the pitch from juniors to seniors that are true contenders to play at the top of their league and be playing in the FFB. For our FFB seniors and reserves to have a full coaching team so that we can achieve consecutive promotions and within 3 years be at least playing in State League 1 or close to it. To put a team forward in the Churches League so that our retiring FFB seniors and reserves can stay at a club playing in a more relaxed environment, and to continue demanding from council for improved facilities to cater for our expansion. We want to establish and promote girl and women's participation in our club, not only in management but also in playing groups. And that goes, this year we had a women in the Bayside League, but due to complications in coaching, they really had to fend for themselves. So, you know, that's a special thanks to the guys that volunteered, but really we need to have coaches that are focused really in women in the needs of that team, so we can move forward. And most importantly, to grow our brand so that we can become a name associated with greatness. All of these points are achievable and sustainable. We can achieve these goals as a club. However, we need the support and we need your help. We need more people coming out of the shadows and putting their hand up to make a positive contribution so that we can achieve, and rest assured we will achieve. Now, really apart from that's my my report for the year, and I really want to take this time to say a few thank yous. Silva, first and foremost, the job that Silva has done this year has been tremendous. As a treasurer, she has not only brought the club to a point where we know where we are at the moment, but she's done uniforms, she's chased suppliers, she's chased people for fees, she's chased me for she's chasing me to make sure that I'm doing my job correctly, and having her in the executive committee really has been fantastic. Now also Rami, the canteen has really been on her shoulders. She's introduced so much new food as well, and I think that has made a real big difference. You know, making sure that the stock is there, and you know, it just makes our clubs really stand out. Even when Steve from Football Chaos came, he was really happy. Like the mayor, like they all had, every time they came, there was different things all around. So that's really good for us, you know. So thank you, Rami. Sandra for taking photos. You know, I think look, really apart from the photos, she buys stock as well on Thursdays when she has a day off. She goes to Campbell even with a broken hand. She carries all this. Her small car just goes down at the back. But just with the photos in general, I mean, that's really showcased our club. You know, when you look at our competing clubs or the clubs that are around, if you look at the Facebook page, you hardly see anything, whereas our page is really vibrant and full of colour, and it's really appreciated. It's been promoted from FFB as well and through Instagram, which is really good. So thank you for that, Sandra. Fig has done anything and everything, apart from being a physio to the, well, a physio without needles and string, eh?
Duct tape, electrical tape.
That's right. You know, so no, thanks for that. Thanks for all your help. It's been really great. Danny Milne, the work that you've done with the seniors this year as well has been great. I mean, you've really helped us to liaise with the player group, which has been fantastic. You know, not only do you play, but you know, you take care of the boys' sports too, right? Just Nelson as coaching, he took the coaching director's job, and you know, he's really done wonders just to make sure that everyone's on the same page and the information is flowing clearly. Although he doesn't always get the response that he wants from the coaches, but at least we know that the information is flow that way. Apart from that, he comes first thing in the morning to set up the nets for the junior games, goes to his son's game, comes back and helps back up. So that's, you know, it's really great. And Graham's not here, Graham Minton, he's not here, but the work that he has done to keep our grounds, to mark the grounds, rain, hail or shine, he, you know, first thing in the morning, doesn't matter what time it is, he's always here just making sure that we've got grounds to play on. And so that's great. So look, that's all for me, and but really above all, I really want to say a great big thank you to everyone, because without you guys, this club, we are the club.